Grandpa Huang, Grandpa Huang, Grandpa. I don't know if His Majesty is here. There is a long way to welcome. Forgiveness. We heard you from outside. You were great. It's not good teaching. It is the wisdom of the princes. Sleeping is Zhu Yuanzhang, Crown Prince Di's son, Zhu Biao. Knowing the enemy bestows his son Zhu Yuntang. Losing my mother as a child. Weak character. Submissive. But it's a doe who can't be helped up. Ouch, here comes the old pig. Grandpa Huang, I am weak. I feel sleepy listening to this class. I don't understand what the teacher said. In fact, I will do as I said. I will go in the direction of never. Maybe it's old age. Something wrong with the ear. Let's come today. I just want to teach my grandchildren about their studies. I'll just put out a few couplets. Before Zhu Yuanzhang became emperor. Although the cultural level is not high, but loved to delve. Especially good at couplets. After the emperor was on the spot, he often exchanged views with his ministers. Known by the world as the couplet emperor. After living a few couplets, princes are also good at their level. In particular, the second emperor's grandson table has outstanding literary performance. Haha, okay. It's useless for a connection. Can you retreat from the enemy or govern the country? I thought Zhu Yuanzhang was a practical person. Who knows, it is the same as the direction as these sour Confucians. What a joke. Here we go again. Is there something wrong with the ears? Look at how excited the second brother is. Lao Zhu also dares to hand over the country to him. No wonder Zhu Yunwen became emperor only a few years ago. He was ousted by Zhu Di. Obviously Zhu Yuntang didn't open his mouth. And not a word. Can you hear Zhu Yuntang's heart? Try Yuntang again. Couplets cannot govern the country, but they can adjust temperament. How can you take it lightly? The chicken wings that Grandpa Huang said, I will study hard in the future. Up every day. It's strange that the old man can see what I'm thinking. Did I not play well just now? With a look of disgust. It seems that you can't hide anything from the old man. The old man's eyesight is probably, they were trained on the battlefield. It is no wonder that the Jinui he founded is unprecedented. No Comer. It's the ceiling of the spy world. You can hear the voice of this emperor. This kid is actually acting in front of him. Since Zhu Yuanzhang became emperor, it's always flattery. Now I hear the true voice of the emperor. It feels so fresh. Really interesting. No. Why did this child say that I handed over the country to Yun? And watch. That's hardly surprising. After all, Yuan has always been smart and well-behaved. I pay the most attention to myself, but he said Zhu Yuan had only been emperor for a year. He was ousted by old Zhu Di. How is that possible? This is nonsense. I can't ask in person. Don't let anyone know. I can hear the voice of a grandson. The old man's hair is white again. When the emperor, this fire is really not done by humans. The war is still going on in the north. The south side doesn't stop. Two sides at war. Insufficient military spending. Enough for an old man to drink a pot. This kid actually said that the two sides are fighting. Street secret report Lu Chuan 4 rounds into the bandit, claimed 300,000 army to settle debts for murder. Xiping Humuing, who guards Yunnan, is ready. This news is top secret. It hasn't been announced to anyone yet. How did this kid know? Zhu Yuntang is a waste. It is impossible for anyone to approach him inside and outside the palace. It's even less likely to get such top secret news. Can this child know the future by going? It's incredible. Well, there's nothing to worry about. We don't even have to raise money for the military anymore. And of course, I would never tell anyone. Well, don't worry about that. Blue Jade is currently pursuing the ruins. How can it be supported without military spending and food? Does he know the outcome of the matter? I can't name the Southwest warriors, then use the Northern warriors to attack him. Sideshow. Sansun, what do you think of the Northern warriors? As soon as this sentence comes out, the grandchildren were very surprised. Zhu Yuanzhang did not ask the minister. He actually asked a silly emperor, Zhu Yunkang. I didn't expect Zhu Yuanzhang to directly name him. Grandpa Emperor. How could I know such a big thing? The second brother's English name is Chen Wu. He must know. The old man asked, is there a problem with my expression management? The old man's eyes are not easy to deceive. I know the outcome of the northern warriors. Just don't tell you. Then the heart is like still water without waves. The old monk meditated on Zhu Yuanzhang's heart. It's like a hair scratch. Critical moment. Mr. Zhu Yuanting broke the connection. There will be no decomposition next time I listen to it. Listen again. Zhu Yuanzhang could no longer hear the voice of this emperor and grandson. Looks like this kid is on his toes. There's no rush. Slowly getting his words. What happened today is too shocking. I have to go back to the Hall of Mental Cultivation and digest it well. Tomorrow morning, Yuntong participates in the court meeting together. Grandpa Huang, how can I participate in such a thing as participating in a court hearing? Go, second brother. I'm out at night drinking wine and hugging chicks. The old man went to the morning so hard. How can you make me do it? How do you get up in the morning? It's miserable. Humph, Tingy, anyone can participate. Let you participate. Tingy, what a grace and honor this is. You actually said miserable uninhabited island. What is this kid outside? Drinking wine and hugging a chick at night. It's outrageous. Investigate it carefully. Is Zhu Yuntong here? Yunkang, wake up. Your Majesty is calling you. Hey, call me. What a good boy. Like a goose. I know this kid is obviously pretending. Why is that? Isn't it because my mother died early? It's good that Yuntong is here. Yesterday we asked you about the northern warriors. You return it to your second brother. Your second brother didn't come today. Say what you have. Your Majesty is like tears. It was actually pleasant just now. Is the old man's brain flooded? The northern warrior asked Zhu Yuntong. Are you not Zhu Yuntong? This kid hasn't woken up yet, has he? Grandpa Huang has General Lan. It will definitely sweep away the remnants of Beiyuan. Raise me Daming Guowei. It has been 2 months since Nanyu led his army north. So far, the main force of the source has not been found. There's basically no food. Does the imperial court still want to be raised by Blue Jade for food and grass? What if Blue Jade still can't find the enemy? Do you want to withdraw or continue to patrol the enemy? Whether the emperor's grandfather withdraws or not matters. It must be fully discussed. Promote democracy, prudent decision-making. That's it. Anyone can say that. Actually said nothing. This can fool His Majesty. From yesterday to now, I have high hopes for my nephew. It's really too thick. This kid is still as weak as ever. It would be stupid to withdraw. It's been 2 months. Do you care about 1 more month? These civil servants are really a bunch of trouble. Let Blue Jade come back empty-handed. Doesn't that prove the stupidity of the old pig? The 3 grandsons actually called their grandfather an old pig. It's no big or small. Kia Murakami, but this child is his grandson. I'm almost in the ground. Why bother? I didn't expect this little bit of myself. This stupid-looking royal grandson. I guessed it. It is my own decision to let Lanyu go north to the West Garden. At the beginning of the shutdown today, I have no intention of asking Blue Jade to withdraw. It depends on old Jukin's refusal to make this determination. Don't shake it. Erase the source from the map. 1 more shot. Blue Jade, you should have told me before you left. Otherwise it wouldn't be so laborious. But I believe you will eventually find the original owner. Togus, it's really not hard to find where the iron fungus is hiding. What? This grandson knows where the original owner is hiding. Zhu Yuanzhang remained silent. Decided to listen. How do you know that this kid's heart is broken here and again? Your Majesty believes that the North Plains are not enough to fear. Use 150,000 army to sweep out the remnants. It's a bit of a fuss. Original. This sour guy is Huang Zicheng. This guy is not only a Jihu person. Except for a little bit of civility, the rest is nothing. He can't govern the country. Bad investment. What Zhi Yuanzhang wants to know most now. The original owner is Togus. Where is Timur hiding? If it weren't for the prince's reconnaissance, Zhi Yunting told the location. Very annoyed. Huang Zicheng, shut up for us. Huang Zicheng, shut up. There was silence. I really don't understand why His Majesty is suddenly angry. The old man is really mighty. Huang Zicheng should have the insufficiency of the source. Just kidding, Genghis Khan. The people of the Golden Family are so easy to kill. Participate. Decades later, they are a threat to Daming again. Their descendants captured the Ming Emperor. Could it be that Zhi Yuntong is alarmist? Shouldn't if he wants to be alarmist. That should also be said out loud. Impossible to keep in mind, only you can hear his heart. This kid might actually know the future. But it is also right to let the old man transport some food and grass. In case the blue jade grain is not good enough, even if you find it, it will become the end of Qianglu. The origin is 100 million generations. Blue jade is dangerous. Lan Yu is my uncle after all. Are you looking for some channel? Tell him where the original owner is hiding. Here, here. Zhi Yuanzhang can't hear it. It was Zhu Yun. He took a few steps back. It's a critical moment again. Yuntong, talk to yourself. Grandpa Huang won't eat you either. Tell me where the original owner might be hiding. The voice of the emperor's grandson is too reasonable. In fact, this is what worries us the most. Can't find the original owner's hiding place for a long time, when the army of Blue Jade is tired. Even if he doesn't find the original owner will also come to the door. It will be a disaster. This is the elite of the entire 150,000 army. We must find out where the original owner is hiding. Grandpa Huang's northern grassland is so big. It could be anywhere. I can't say exactly where the grandson is. Hey, I won't tell you where the Fate Master is hiding. These courtiers are really good enough. You wouldn't look at a map. Is there no map in this era? Map. There happens to be a large map hanging in the Hall of Mental Cultivation. Then save this kid Yuantong to the map. Unfortunately, I can't find where the original owner is hiding. Without further ado, Zhu Yuanzhang directly announced the end of the dynasty. Colleagues ask soldiers not to write. The household does not read. The opening factory student and Zhu Yunting went to Yangxin store together. Consciousness is what we took from Yuan Ren. Only with this picture can we know the size of the world. It's unimaginable. This was done by the missionary Marco Polo. He befriended Kublai Khan. So I drew this map and gave it to Kublai Khan. And that's not bad either. But there's obviously a lot wrong. The emperor said there was something wrong with the map. He goes out. 2 doors do not move. Never even went out. How can you say there is something wrong with this map? This is his new life. From the heart. There's no need to lie. Tell us where the original owner might be hiding. You didn't bring any news until your grandfather left. The original owner is in Beibaili. The army departs from here. Your Majesty thinks the original owner should have returned to Laos. After all, this is the safest place. The ape-man made his fortune in the Werner River. It's far from me. Blue jade may be difficult to catch. 80% is here. The birthplace of others. Many eyes and ears. It is very convenient to reward guests and raise food. If the owner is really hiding here, the grain and grass of Blue Jade are not enough for wine at all. It's impossible to worry about food. It's early spring. It's still freezing in the north. It was all fought by His Majesty. That Beiyuan is as timid as a mouse. Flee. Run as far as possible. Hateful deboned. Gus Timur is too timid. I really underestimated him. Who is this guy? This flattery is slippery. Lao Zhu, you underestimate the original owner. I underestimated you. How can the descendants of the Golden family be so unbearable? And running to the Vonan River at this time. It's almost Russia. Hundreds of kilometers. Don't you eat or drink? If it were me. Same as the original owner's choice. What Huang Xiyuan said makes sense, but where is his choice? This place must meet 3 conditions. The first is that there must be a food source. Even if there is no food, it can be supported. Of course, this place has to have a lake. Primitive humans are better at fishing in winter. Dig a random hole in the frozen lake. There are fish to eat. Second, it must be a place where the Blue Jade Army can find it. When the Blue Jade Army goes around. When you are exhausted. Send out the Khotani troops and the engines are hooked. And the third is surrounded by mountains. Wait until the Blue Jade Army arrives here. Reinforcements dash down from the mountain with red energy. The Ming army was in danger. Zhu Yuanzhang fought for many years. I have long been happy and angry. But then Zhu Yuanzhang was really taken aback. The Western Han stretched out from his forehead. The original owner had a plan. Cat somewhere. Wait until the Blue Jade is tired before showing its fangs. Is it not too far? Good for Tibet. Good for the public. Is it marked on this map by the lake? It is Fishing Arai Lake, now called Beijia Tiger. Okay, this is the place to fish. And the sea beads are hidden here. Wow. So it is. His Majesty has not set out for many years. The eyes are still far higher. Live in this place and don't run away? Second uncle, you have also learned to flatter, regardless of the truth. The old pig's ability is really not covered. Lao Zhu actually saw it at a glance. The original owner's hideout. Dating from the south to the north. Zhu Yuanzhang was the only one who achieved success for thousands of years. Lao Zhu, if I don't accept it, I will obey you for thousands of years. Really admire. Ha 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 ha. Receive the heartfelt affirmation of the emperor. Zhu Yuanzhang actually had a sense of accomplishment. But immediately Zhu Yuanzhang felt embarrassed. If it were not for the voice of the emperor and grandson. How would I know Huang Xiyuan's accurate information? Southern warrior. Just pointed out the key to the northern warriors. The original owner's hideout. This shows that this imperial grandson has great talents, but I don't know why. He just doesn't want to show up. Isn't he interested in the generation of the emperor's grandchildren? I want to hide in the house outside every day. Messing around with 2 little maids. 800 miles of fire ticket expedited to Blue Jade. Said let him go straight at us. Fishing in the sea. Capture Beiyuan in one go. After Zhu Yuanzhang made his decision, I came up with another secret for everyone to pass on. The 3 were startled after reading it. Soldiers do not write and households do not write. After reading the Southern Military Daily, hands are shaking. 5,000 troops were massed at the border this time. Scalp tingles just thinking about it. There's 300,000 army in the south. Only 5,000 of the vanguard army were Xiangjun. Your Majesty, at this moment, only the Chief Secretary of Sichuan can be mobilized. Chief Secretary of Guangxi. The soldiers of the Chief Secretary of Guizhou enter Yunnan. Your Majesty sees a firearm battalion. Only firearms can deal with the Ring Army. I'm afraid it's too late to call the firearm battalion. Didn't Huang Sun say it yesterday? Soldiers in the south don't have to worry. Where is his confidence? Your Majesty, what is this Xu Yuntang doing? Ask for his opinion. His answer today was without substance. I really don't know if His Majesty is watching his talent. Or do you want to take pleasure in his incompetence? This elephant, I'm afraid only firearms can cure it. Elephants are just enlightened. What's so scary? Muing is really an excellent general. Gain experience in practice. Someone told Muing that elephants are afraid of lions. Muing asked someone to take out a cardboard drawing of a lion, trying to scare away elephants. I was really scared away. It was a coincidence, actually, because the first time they set off firecrackers. The funny thing is, battle report to Beijing, officials believe that elephants are afraid of lions. Drawing a fake lion can scare away elephants. Do you want to laugh the elephant to death? Here, here. Zhu Yuanzhang couldn't help but blush. And so he did. Later, Mu Ying's troops drew lions again. And the elephants don't know what they're doing, and they go on this rampage. The Ming army suffered a lot of casualties. Mu Ying discovered that elephants are not afraid of lions, but afraid of the sound. Of course, Mu Ying couldn't have known. Elephants are afraid of unfamiliar sounds. This time, if Mu Ying uses the voice heard by elephants again, I'm afraid I'll suffer a big loss. Ancient Roman period, there used to be troops with the howling of pigs. Frightened the elephant soldiers. Later studies revealed that, as long as it is a sound that the elephant has never heard, absolutely run away. Don't look at the elephant. It's huge. I'm actually very timid. What is ancient Rome? Which place or which court? Research shows that who studied their own imperial grandson is not only talented. There are still many secrets that I don't know. In addition to scaring off elephants, there's a way. What other way? Your Majesty, I think for the insurance period. You shut up. Why is Your Majesty suddenly angry? Did you do something wrong these days? What did you say wrong? At least Mu Ying should be able to think of it. Cover the eyes of a horse. Horse's tail lights firecrackers. Gamma ramming into the group is also a move. Ha 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 ha. However, this trick. Compare Fairma. It's still from the sound, saving money and effort. Use a different voice each time. Roar and howl with pig calls. Come on, animal story. One sound at a time. 5,000 elephant soldiers will not be used up. Wonderful, there is such a method. Isn't that a little too easy? There are not many people in Yunnan. If there is not much food, there will be more animals. But how effective is this approach? I'm not sure. It is certain that the voice of the emperor did not lie to us. Then write this method of Huangsun into a secret ship. Send it to Mu Ying quickly. Let him do it. Just repel these 5,000 soldiers. The rest is fine. Of course, this secret ship is best handled by Jinui. Leaked words. The emperor will definitely be alert. Ha ha ha, no need to send troops to raise food. We believe that Mu Ying's take of 5,000 troops is insufficient. Ha 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 ha. We are happy today. So happy to come. Eat together. Thank you, Your Majesty, for the meal. What I eat is not rice but glory. Lao Zhu is indeed a sufferer. Being an emperor is still so simple. Such an emperor, give me a dozen. No, there can only be one emperor. But this side dish is really hard to compliment. Compared to my hot pot stir fry, this is pig food. Zhu Yuanzhang, who was drinking porridge, was choked. Zhu Yuanzhang, I don't understand what hot pot this kid is talking about. For him, never cared much about eating. Even if it is a peach feast. Can't compare to his pearl white jade soup. Why don't you eat the source of garlic noodles? Grandpa Huang, I'm full. I'm feeling dizzy these days. Can't eat. Where is Sansun uncomfortable? Let's call the imperial doctor. Grandpa Huang, don't bother the imperial doctor. My illness is mainly due to too little sleep. Especially not getting up too early in the morning. You don't have to listen to your heart to know that this kid is trying to be lazy. From childhood, Yutong's body seems to be the same as his father's pig logo. Not so good. The kids are getting old. But every day I hang out with two maids. The body was hollowed out early. Isn't it getting worse? Gotta find him a decent girl. You'd better be better. Take good care of this emperor, Sun Yuntong. You don't need to come in the morning from now on. If anything happens, you can always listen to us. Really? Grandpa Nazan has said goodbye. Why did you call Zhu Yuntong to Yangxin Hall? That is to make the eldest family completely lose their minds. Your Majesty, just let Chongqing take a look. His nephew is such an idiot. Call the Minister of War. Household Ministry ministers shoot together. Let them bear witness. And why is it called to the Hall of Mental Cultivation alone? This is called household ugliness and cannot be raised outside. Mother is really amazing. Why didn't I think of that? No matter how useless Zhu Yuntong is, also royal blood. I'm actually confused because of him. This shows that Grandpa Huang's performance on Zhu Yuntang today already disappointed. Throne of Emperor and grandson. Who else? Haha, Li Tang. You went to mourning today. Come on, follow the trick. A few years later, the Blue Jade case broke out. Exterminated 9 clans. Wait for Blue Jade to come back. There must be a way to stop this from happening. Chongqing will take the world in the court. I said it one by one. No, that's all. That's not enough. How many people can enter His Majesty's Hall of Mental Cultivation? How many people can dine with His Majesty? Minting's fight doesn't sound bad. But not wrong. That's enough. And here's the thing. Your Majesty is willing to give this nephew a chance to perform. That's a good start. Uncle Huang Grandpa told me privately yesterday. We're not worried about Blue Jade fighting. We are worried that Blue Jade will do something stupid after the war. What did your Majesty say? Grandpa Huang was worried that Lan Yu had caught the concubine of the original owner. The princess can't help but insult. Not to mention that your Majesty sees it accurately. Did your Majesty not say the consequences? His Majesty said that Lan Yu would dare to do this. Let's pass him on, succession guy. Chop it off and feed it to the dogs. Hurry up and write a secret ship 800 miles courier, right? Looking for the Ministry of War. Anyway, it's His Majesty's intention. Send it with the decree. With this secret ship, the Blue Jade that won the battle, I'm afraid it won't be as arrogant as in history. When he wins and the wind blows. It's getting late. The first border did not open in time. He sent troops back to the gate and broke in. Zhu Yuanzhang was furious about this. Originally, Lan Yu was named the Duke of Liang. The rice ash was changed to Liang Guogong. Blue Jade has been really cool since then. Now that I am reborn. Of course you can't let your loved ones make the same mistake. In the name of Zhu Yuanzhang, warn the Blue Jade in advance. I believe that Blue Jade will converge a lot. Chongqing finished writing. With Lanshou, I found the Ministry of War. Shu Qitai looks forward to, full of promises to be delivered with His Majesty's will. This is His Majesty's intention. Why didn't you explain today? This is the life a salted fish should have. It's been a month. Zhu Yuanzhang didn't bother me anymore. Yuantong, needless to say. It's second Uncle Chongqing who is too strong. Seriously doubt that he will have to replace it with a new one after knocking on the door a few more times. Ha 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 ha. My good nephew. Good thing, great good thing. Chongqing hasn't come in yet. The loud voices rose one after another. Oops, I'm afraid it's not a good thing. His Majesty let you into the palace. If there is a mutual injury, are the horses ready for you? Come in front of Ting Station. Let's take a good look at you. Is there another key today? It's been a month. Blue Jade should have destroyed the bureaucracy of the Northern Yuan. It has nothing to do with the original owner and the prince running away. This emperor really expected everything again. Heard it from a freshman a month ago. The original owner hides in nurturing Arai Lake. Unfortunately, the original owner ran away with the prince. I have news today, let's tell you. Blue Jade found Togus iron fungus. Qitai, you missed Jaguar. This time the Blue Jade is caught. The 3 sons of the original owner lived. Captive princess. The concubine, minister and others have more than 3,000. More than 77,000 soldiers and civilians. A total of more than 150,000 cattle, sheep and horses. Washing gold and silver is countless. Blue Jade wins. It was 1 month ago, General Wenqing. Still arguing over the issue of whether the Blue Jade should be withdrawn or not. Okay, no need to argue now. Congratulations to my great Saint Grandpa. Tell the army where the original owner is hiding. Finally got today's big win. The old pig is awesome. You can see it on the map. The original owner's hideout. Where do we see it? Haven't you heard the voice of the emperor? After all, it's still his own grandson who is amazing. It's a pity that this grandson. I don't seem to be interested in the location of the emperor's grandson. Blindly hide yourself. This great saint is worth celebrating. Lan Yu's achievements were much better than Wei Li's. The credit of Lan Yu can be compared with the departure of the famous general Wei Qing. Your Majesty. Huang Xiyuan felt that General Lan had fought in the Great Fool Palace. Yunwen, don't talk nonsense. Kai Guogong, what are you in a hurry? Is it reasonable to listen? Defeat the original master, His Majesty. It was His Majesty who pointed out the hiding place of the original General Blue has a goal. There's a goal, and the original owner doesn't even notice it. Even if you change the leader of others. Also explain victory. The generals didn't dare to refute even if they wanted to. If you refute, it will obliterate His Majesty's credit. Under these circumstances, I was outnumbered. It should be a total victory. How did the original owner and the prince run away? There is a problem with General Blue's command. Or did General Lan deliberately let the original owner and the prince go? Zhu Yunwen has expert guidance behind him. He wants to kill Blue Jade. If the Blue Jade falls, Zhu Yuntong's backstage is halfway there. What Yuan said makes sense. I didn't expect Yun. Vin heard something else from Jaguar. Yuan is mature. Zhu Yuan is too anxious. The original owner has long been ready to escape. Did you run away? Even if the old pig is driving, he may not be caught. If the original owner is caught, the disaster of the Ming Dynasty may come early. It is because of the existence of the original owner and the prince. They fled west. You will encounter another enemy of the Golden Family, and the position of a big man. The original owner and Sudir are competing. Because of the battle to defend, the grasslands are not unified. The fragmentation of the grassland fight. This is what the Ming Dynasty is most happy to see. If I were Blue Jade, I will secretly let the original owner go, even gave him some troops. At the same time, let him sign the auspicious book. Once this kid gets big, it will be useful. A unified. The United Steppe nation is dreadful. Zhu Yunwen, of course he can't see this. Even old pigs can't necessarily think of that. Lao Zhu derailed when he thought of this. Hey, Invincible is so lonely. What the three emperors said is too reasonable. I was almost there just now. I was swayed by Zhu Yunwen's statement. Zhu Yunting still understands. See far. Maybe Blue Jade let the original owner go quietly. But he couldn't do that in the Jaguar. It is rare for Blue Jade to have such a thought. Blue Jade did this at great risk. Let go of the original owner for Blue Jade. Absolutely no good. Instead, there is a risk of beheading, but Lan Yu did it. He is thinking about the Ming Dynasty. I used to suspect him and Hu Weiyong. The same as rebellion. I didn't expect Lan Yu to be a real loyal minister. Your Majesty, Lai Yu will be punished for the crime of rebellion. Your Majesty's jade is more hateful than the tiger's mediocrity. The 5 people who always win are dumbfounded. I thought Blue Wing would be promoted because of this. Holding a knife becomes a crime. List. Blue Jade has great merit. How can you slander it like that? Old Zhu has changed his temper. He really changed his temper. Paranoid. Finally illiterate. I can't keep an eye on the book, I'm too confused. Let go seriously. There are also great achievements. Could it be that His Majesty is confused? It's good or bad? Chongqing and so on. I didn't expect such a big reversal. A surprise for each. The northern grassland has always been the enemy of the Central Plains. When they are unified, it was when I suffered in the Central Plains. Let the forces of the grassland be intertwined. Never let either side make it bigger. To put the original owner back is to take into account the serf in the west. Let them bite the dog. Underground cleverness, the minister and others admire, came to this battle to play a majestic role. Buried nails in the grassland again. We have always been rewarded for our merits. We can't let the heroes lose heart. This Blue Jade is the Duke of Liang. No, Lao Zhu is too amazing. Lao Zhu can also grab it. This is different from history. Lao Zhu, why didn't you follow the script? Lao Zhu, I still underestimate you. One emperor through the ages really has a big mind and a big pattern. Zhu is awesome. Finally got a chance to go to court. It's hard to be the first to speak. It was hard to get the unanimous praise of the literary ministers. It was hard to make the warriors speechless. Just waiting to explode at this moment. Who knew that Grandpa Huang's fury was waiting? But Fortunately, this idiot third brother didn't show any performance. I didn't take down Blue Jade this time, and next time, Blue Jade's character determines he's bound to make mistakes again. My grandson, don't look at your talent. But I can hear your heart. Here's the good news. It turned out to be Muing who guarded Yunnan. Rejected the army of Lu Chuan 300,000 4 rounds. We are most pleased that Muing repelled 5,000 soldiers. How to lose the mother and baby. Let the elephant soldiers disrupt. Let them mess up. Guess what magic method the mother and baby use? What magic method? Could it be that His Majesty transferred to the fire camp? Not by time. It should be. The old pig is so cute. I didn't expect it. Muing, of course, fired with a musket in 3 stages. Firearms at lighter camp are concentrated, but it's still too slow to reload. Judy later strengthened the establishment of the lighter battalion, changed to Shinji camp. That's Muing's method. Musket 3-stage shooting. What does that mean? Judy. His 4th son adopted Muying's method. It seems that his grandson really know the future. The weapon for mother and baby is 10. The ministers were shocked. A month ago, everyone was worried about the world. Now it's really clear. History is a pig owner who can actually scare off elephants. It's just unimaginable. Muing took the opportunity to act that day. Xiangbing ran back before he was trampled to death. Only this battle. Pingding Southwest. What makes us more satisfied is, Muying's soldiers only lost 10 men. A few people still accidentally fell into the river and washed away. Come back loud. The more than 100 men happened to be beaten too. As ingredients for the celebration banquet, Your Majesty is not an old fool at all. People are still strategizing. 1,000 miles away. No wonder His Majesty said at that time that he believed that Muing had a way. No need to fish for a soldier. No need to raise one by one. Zhu Yuanzhang immediately announced. Seal Muying's youngest daughter Muyao as Princess Anning. The old man really didn't say anything to Muing. Muing didn't say anything to the old man either. A queen horse died of illness. The mother and baby are overly sad and coughing up blood. From there, the mother and baby fell into the root cause of the disease. Later, the mother and baby were too sad because of the Zhu family. It's a pity that I'm only 48 years old. The old man really didn't say anything to Muing. Muing didn't say anything to the old man either. A queen horse died of illness. Muying's grief is excessive and comprehensible. From there, Muing fell into the root cause of the disease. Later, Muing was too sad because of the Zhu family. It's a pity that I'm only 48 years old. The mother and baby died at the age of 48. Isn't it a few years to live? We can't believe it. But I have to believe. Because this is the voice of the emperor. And mothers and babies are scientific because of the queen's sadness. There was nobody there. Only we are growing. Never told anyone. Huang Xiyuan actually knew the secret detail. What happened to the Zhu family that made Muing sad again? Your Majesty thinks. Feng Muying's youngest daughter is the princess and disagrees with the ceremony. Zhu Yuanzhang wanted to know from Zhu Yunting's heart. Why did Muing die at the age of 48? Who knew that a short-sighted minister had spoken? In the eyes of this result, you're talking so loud. Prince City, shut up for us. The founding emperor was a tyrant. If this is put in the back of the emperor, maybe let Prince City succeed. History proves that this product and direction are the same, only gas not left. Nothing else. Just thinking of using pseudolite politics to treat the emperor. In order to leave a name in the history of the Ming Dynasty, the old pig won't give you such a chance. It is said that the old man does things unimaginatively. Why is Muying's youngest daughter the county owner? Does His Majesty want to transfer him to the capital? That's right, he must want Zhu Yunwen to marry Princess Anning. His concern for himself and the prince. Too few indeed. So much so that he will think of Zhu Yunwen when he has anything. Actually, let's make Muying's youngest daughter King Ping'an. Not for Zhu Yunwen. It's for you. My good third grandson. Mu Ying's battle can ensure the safety of southwest China for 10 years. Mu Ying's health is not good. Yunnan is far away. Let him go back to England to rest for a few years. Let the imperial doctor adjust and adjust. Let Mu Ying's little daughter follow Ying Tian. Mu Ying needs someone to take care of her. No wonder the girls in Yunnan are more pungent. Zhu Yunwen hee hee. It may not be able to survive. Crazy crazy. What to say? It's time for the tide to go out. Standing for a long time, your feet are congested, Lao Zhu. Sitting and talking without back pain. My feet hurt. You have to endure the pain in your feet first. It's not over yet. Now let's talk about you. The old pig's expression is very strange. What's wrong with you? Is the old pig trying to drive me to the fire again? Don't look at me, don't look at me. Didn't you see it? San Huang's son Zhu Yuntong has performed very well recently. Also made a great contribution. We want to make him a king. Can you tell me what name you want? What's the situation? Performed well. I didn't say anything too much. After standing here today, the old pig didn't ask himself any questions. Not a word popped out. I did a great job, why don't I know? Not to mention Zhu Yunting himself. Remember that the minister is telling the truth. How did Zhu Yunting make a great contribution? He actually made him king. Doesn't it explain? The status of this imperial grandson has been submitted to his uncles. Grandpa Huang's favor to Zhu Yuntong to this point. According to the usual observations and the reactions of the courtiers, Zhu Yuntong lies flat every day. Where did the credit come from? Blue Jade won the battle, can he also get some? His Majesty made the Emperor's grandson king. Discord with courtesy. Why is it him again? Obviously want to retrieve the factory silver. Just a little pitiful face. That's our deal. Who did you say that the Emperor and grandson cannot be divided into kings? Yeah, who said you can't make a grandson king? His Majesty is the founding emperor of the Ming Dynasty. There is no emperor. There is no such thing as organizing ancestral training. Haha, old pig domineering side road Huang Zicheng these stinky literati. No big chest. Dare to oppose without the power of ambush. Huang Zicheng, I am irreconcilable with you.